Welcome to Walled Lake Consolidated School District. Please use this guide to begin the enrollment process for students coming to Walled Lake schools. All students entering Walled Lake schools must complete the full enrollment process in order to begin classes in one of our schools. This includes students entering kindergarten for the first time, students who recently moved into the district and will be attending Walled Lake schools, students who have been accepted through the School of Choice program, or students who have left the district and are returning. The enrollment process begins with the online pre-enrollment form. This can be found by accessing the Walled Lake Consolidated School District website at WLCSD.org. The link to enrollment can be found at the very top of the page. On a mobile device, the enrollment link can be found towards the bottom of the drop-down menu found at the top right of the web page. On the enrollment webpage, scroll below the image and click on the link that says Enrollment Process. This will take you to the online enrollment portal. Once at the enrollment portal launch page, if you've previously enrolled a different student, log in using those credentials you created during that first enrollment. If this is your first student in Walled Lake schools, click on the Enroll link. The welcome screen explains the enrollment process in Walled Lake schools, including that this online portion is considered pre-enrollment. At the end of this process, you will schedule an appointment to meet with a member of the Student Services team to finalize your enrollment. Read through the statement. When ready, click the box that states I agree, and then click on the Save and Next button. The first step in the process is to create an account for the online enrollment system. This will allow you to save and come back later, edit your information, or enroll additional students now or in the future. Complete the account setup questions. When creating a password, you must include at least 6 characters, of which at least 1 must be a number. Add an email address at this point so you'll be able to recover your password or username should you need it again in the future. Once you have completed all the required steps as indicated by the red asterisks, you may click on the Save and Next button to continue. On the next page, you will complete the parent-guardian information. This is the adult's information, not the child's. Fill out a minimum all the required fields as marked by a red asterisk. Each field is looking for a particular type of information. Should you miss a field or enter something other than what is required, the field will become highlighted in a red box, asking you to correct the error. Once all the required fields are completed as necessary, click on the Save and Next button to move to the next step. The next page asks about siblings the student being enrolled may have. Mark the appropriate indicator as to whether the student has any siblings under the age of 18. Once marked, additional fields will appear if you indicate yes. Complete the required fields as marked by the red asterisk. Once complete, the Save and Next button will become active. Click it to move on. The next page is for the student you are enrolling. Please complete all information as it appears on legal documentation such as a birth certificate. If your child prefers to be called by a different name, you may enter that in the field provided. Continue answering the questions as required. As you answer some of the questions, additional fields may appear should a response require additional details or explanation. Once all the required fields are complete, click on the Save and Next button to continue. Next, you will be asked if there is an additional parent or guardian living in the same household as the primary parent. If you select yes, additional fields will appear for you to complete. You will also be asked if there's a parent or guardian living elsewhere. If you choose yes, additional fields will appear for you to complete. Click Save and Next once all required fields are complete. The next screen asks about previous schooling and home language information. If you're enrolling a kindergartner, please include any applicable preschool information. When you name the previous school, please include the name as well as the city and the state of the school. Continue completing all the required fields. The next portion of this page asks about additional services your child has or has not received. As you answer some of the questions, additional fields may appear should a response require additional details or explanation. The final portion of this page asks about the primary language spoken at home, as well as the child's strongest language. These fields are required. Once all required fields are complete, click Save and Next to continue. The next page refers to the student's prior discipline record. You are asked to disclose any prior disciplinary issues. Failure to do so may result in possible removal from the Walled Lake School District. If you answer yes to any of the questions, a box will open allowing you to elaborate further. Once complete, click on the Save and Next button to move on. The next page asks for emergency contact information. This is someone in addition to the parents or guardians in the case of the parents or guardians are unavailable. You are required to enter one contact and may add up to 6. Below your emergency contacts, you will enter basic medical information for your child, including your doctor's name, medical insurance information, and allergy information. Once complete, click the Save and Next button to continue. The next page is the Transportation Code of Conduct. Please read through these expectations and policies and click the appropriate box before clicking Save and Next to continue. You are now finished with details for your first student. At this point, you can click Yes to enroll an additional student. If you're finished adding all of your children, click No to move on. The next page tells you what comes next. The data entry portion of the enrollment process is now complete, but your enrollment is not finalized. In addition to the data, you must provide documentation to the district. You must include proof of your identification as well as proof of residency. The accepted documents are listed on this page. Additionally, you're required proof of guardianship if necessary. Immunization records are required for all students, and a vision screening is required when enrolling for kindergarten. You will also need a legal copy of the child's birth certificate with a raised seal of authenticity. For high school students, you will need a $40 book deposit and an unofficial transcript from grade 8 through the date leaving your last school. Now you will be able to schedule an enrollment appointment to meet with the Student Services Department. Choose an appointment date and time that are appropriate for you. Even if you enrolled multiple children, you only need one appointment time slot. Bring all the required documentation with you to this appointment in order to complete the enrollment. At this point, you are now finished. Thank you for choosing Walled Lake Schools. We are happy you're here.